Guys. We're gonna do a bit of painting in just a moment. And then after that, we're gonna do some Serral casts. And then after that, we're gonna do some Warcraft 3 practice. But before we begin all of that, I want to go ahead and have an in-depth look at the Golden Demon 2025 winners. So this last weekend, Adepticon took place, which is a miniature contest. Or at least there's like a lot of stuff related to miniatures. I don't know, I've never been there. But I know there's always the Golden Demon competition at that place. And this is basically a miniature painting competition. Which is just insane. I had a quick little scroll through and I zoomed in on one or two of them. I didn't really look at all of them in depth yet. But these guys are just insane. So the Ultimate Warhammer Painting Competition. The judges have been having an incredibly difficult... Okay, here we go. Warhammer 40k single miniature gold. Bros. Apparently made by Thibaut Rom. I don't recognize the name, but I guess it's mostly because people use usernames online. Maybe this is somebody I've never heard of. I don't know. That is really nice. Yeah. I mean, the whole miniature is basically flawless, right? What I kind of like here, though, is that you can see some paintbrush strokes. Like, this looks like an old orc. But I guess it's because he's got all these things bolted into his head. Yeah, the metallics look amazing, too. Super sick. Super sick. So this is a gold trophy. Yeah, incredibly detailed. Okay, silver. Now, I saw this one, and I'm sure it's very nice and stuff. This is not really my jam. Like, it is obviously very impressive to be able to paint like this. But I just find the entire miniature very boring. But, you know, that's certainly my personal, you know, this is silver. This one, however, mate, I saw this one when I scrolled through it. Extremely hard to miss. This is the guy that won bronze for this category. This is Dante. Dante from the Blood Angels. Now, I just want to emphasize that this is not gold paint. This is a style they call non-metallic metal, where basically it's just different shades of yellow, black, and white. And it makes it look like it's reflective. But the whole thing is, it's not. It's just flat. I mean, you know, it's just a visual trick. It's insane, dude. That axe hat looks in... Oh yeah, the hat on the axe also looks incredible. This is such a cool miniature. I've seen a few really cool ones. And honestly, it makes you not want to paint it, you know? Because you know you're never going to be able to live up to this... to this hype. It looks so sick. Yeah, that rock looks really nice too. Sick mini. I kind of like, by the way, that the model makers, like the people that actually created this, had like the loincloth go in between his legs, which is a little awkward. But I kind of like that they're mixing in a little bit of that awkwardness, you know? It looks kind of sick. Really nice. All right, so there's a bunch of different categories. This is the Warhammer 40k category, single miniature. But basically for each of the like types of games that Games Workshop has, they have a category. Obviously the 40k category, single miniature in particular, is very popular. But they also have a kill team, which is basically a squad of units. Now these I haven't had a look at yet. Whew. Not the best photograph, sadly. This one looks a little bit blurry. Maybe that's intentional? I'm not exactly sure what's going on here, but that is insane. What Legion is this? I'm not even entirely sure. Yeah, these are all females, I guess. They're all, there's the Sisters of Silence? Is this the Sisters of Silence? Is there a time limit for how long you can spend on a project? No. So some people, like, for example, they set out to compete in a certain category, and then they start painting, and they realize, oh shit, I can't do it. So instead, they just submit it for the year after. So some people have worked on these individual minis or these individual products for, or projects rather, for literally like more than a year. It's a lot of painting. These are the Battle Sisters, Lowko. Adepta Sororitas. Sororitas? Alright. Very cool. Hey, Dante is back again. Woo! He's even more gold here. Damn. So this is the silver. That's very hot. Sometimes I feel like your painting takes that long. No, dude, I do it very quick. Compared to these guys, anyways. Look at all the reflective red. No, if you really want to paint up to this level, you need to spend a stupid amount of time. Some nice Tyranids. This guy took his helm off, I guess. Yeah, super cool. Very, very cool. Oof. So this is bronze. Very neat. I love the birds that are part of this model. It's super cool. So they're, I think, attached only to the cape, to like the cloak. But it really adds a lot of like a lot of mobility here to the whole thing. I also like the stonework, actually. Stonework is super cool. Yeah, this is Celestine. She's like the holy lady. This is like 200 hours of painting? Probably. Minimum. It's a lot of work. Very cool, though. It's a cool challenge. Okay. So this is large, miniature, or vehicle. Different category. James Tarot. Okay. I think a lot of, by the way, a lot of these things are not actually official models. So, like, some of the guys also spend an insane amount of time, and this may be one of those, where they, like, 3D sculpt their own thing. And then they mix in elements that are official, like, for example, this. And there's a lot of rules as far as that sort of thing goes, so I'm not exactly sure what the limitations are. But this may just be, like, entirely custom sculpted, which, for obvious reasons, is also an insane amount of work. I like that one. I think I like this one better, dude. Huh. Road closed. That's what this one apparently is called. This looks very fragile. I'd be very scared to bring this to, well, anywhere around the world. It looks like it can break off on accident, dude. Super cool. I don't know if I would ever be able to participate in something like this. I get very competitive, and obviously this is ultimately, like, you know, it's an art, right? So, like, you may at some point just get really tilted by just random stuff. Like, sometimes I look at the results for these things, and it's not entirely clear to me why, like, somebody got 10th place and then somebody got 1st. It's just kind of arbitrary. I mean, obviously the judges have their reasons, but it's always a bit random. Aaron Clark. I think I've seen this one before. Dang. This is the Norn Emissary. I have no idea what color scheme this is, but it's super cool. The transitions on each of these scales is really, really cool. Yeah. Incredible. Very cool miniature. This is High Fleet Behemoth. Okay. He also seems to have, like, sculpted some stuff over here inside of this, like, plaque underneath. So I have the Norn Emissary. Oh, okay. So he actually just seems to have, like, recessed the bottom centimeter or so in, like, a resin. After painting it, though. So it kind of looks like he's standing on, like, a... This is supposed to be liquid, I guess. Yeah, very cool. I haven't used the Citadel Color app in a while, but it is sometimes useful, yeah. Alright, Age of Sigmar. What in the Nurgle is this? I've not seen this before. I wonder if this is also custom made. Maybe I've just missed it, though, because there's a lot of years. Yo, Prometheus. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. Bro's got multiple layers of teeth. Little bro, that is. These guys will not be limited to just Citadel paints. A lot of guys will not use Citadel paints. Some of them will for like individual colors, but for like competition painting like this, some people will use a large variety of stuff. A lot of people also have like very, you know, very clear preferences, you know, where some people are like, no, I only use this black from this company and no other, and you know, that sort of thing. Hey, thank you very much, Shaved. Yeah, it is also cool. Aaron Clark. Silver. I love this one, dude. I'm an absolute sucker for this color scheme. Woo! Katarzina? Katarzina Korska. Gorska? Okay. Probably absolutely butchered the name. But anyways. Incredible miniature. Oof. That's hot. Dude, blue and purple work really well with gold. Also the reflections here in all of the armor, though. Ay, ay, ay. So there's less and less reflections the closer you get to the face. Because it's further out, obviously, from where these, well, fiery wing thingamajigs are. Incredible. It is insane. This is... I think that's my favorite, actually. I mean, these are nice, don't get me wrong. But I think this is my personal favorite. That looks insanely cool. Obviously, in person, everything looks different, though. So, gotta take it with a grain of salt. Alright, Warhammer Age of Sigmar, Unit, Warcry, Warband, or Underworld's Warband. Okay. Dang. We have some Goblin Knights. I don't really know exactly what they're up to, but they're riding off into battle. Very fun. This looks big. Very cool paint job. Bob Cohun, Age of Sigmar. Ooh, what am I even looking at? I have no idea what race this is or what faction this is. Very cool, though. Mohammed Ait Mehdi. Bronze. What's the perspective on this? Is this from top down? Is this like an intentional side view, or is this like pictures from the top on purpose? I have no idea. Very hard to see what's going on here. I feel like this is one of those ones you need to see in person. Because all of the others are side views. This one seems to be very top down, and I don't know why. Cool. Ooh. Age of Sigmar, large, miniature, or war machine. Fuck me. Those wings are insane. I love the tree over here in the background, too. That one's spectacular. Borja Calvo Bertrande Lis. Yeah, those feathers are nuts. You know how much work it is to make feathers like that? The feathers are tiny, guys. Yeah, it's basically perfect, right? I don't really see anything that I don't like. I love the little details here, too, with the tiny little leaves that have apparently fallen from the tree, and then... Ooh, that's very, very cool. Yeah, insane. That is the nicest mini here so far, in my opinion. Oh! There's a YouTube channel called, what is his name? Ninjon? He's been working on this one for like a year. No, this is Visik Scour. But he made like an entire... So this guy has a few hundred YouTube... Like a few 100,000 YouTube subs. And he basically documented most of the progress here. Which is pretty sick. Very cool. So he got silver in the end. That's nice. It's funny because I watched every single video of him actually working on this thing. I think he must have uploaded like 5 maybe. But pretty sick. Yeah, really pretty. Way nicer than mine. No, this is painted, dude. All of these are painted. This is all painted with a freaking brush. These are not renders, no. And then Nathan apparently got bronze. Yeah, it kind of sucks when you show up with your bird. Man, I feel bad for Nathan. This is a phenomenal paint job. But then there's another guy who also painted a bird. And, his bird is better than your bird. You think these feathers look nicer? Yeah, maybe. Maybe they're more realistic. Like, these are maybe, you know... May the best bird win. Yeah, super cool still, obviously, though. This is more of like a an original griffin, right? Like more, Love the detail on the base, too, by the way. Super sick. Little tiny bird. Bro, it's got a huge mustache. Nah, they're not dry brushing this. There will be basically no dry brushing on anything. Dry brushing creates a texture. And they don't really want texture. Maybe on the stones, though. Like on the stonework over here, I think that's dry brushing over here. Yeah, that looks like dry brushing. But I mean, not on the feathers and stuff. Feathers look really clean. But yeah, the rocks here, yeah. Maybe. Not necessarily, though. Doesn't have to be. I know Dialan was working on a competition piece. And he said last stream, that he had spent 30 hours on the base so far. So he had, 30 hours on the base. He painted rocks. So it doesn't have to be dry brushed. Maybe. Maybe. Probably not, to be fair. Maybe. Alright, the Horus Heresy. Ooh. Dang. The Horus Heresy is a little bit more depressing. Like, the Warhammer universe in general is very depressing, but... very cool. Eric McCartney. Ooh. He's got skin. He's got a human face stretched over his shoulder pad. What the fuck is happening here, dude? That's so messed up. Good morning, Nolan. Oh, this is a Night Lord. Is this a Night Lord? I've been reading the Night Lord Omnibus. I know they're mental. This is a Night Lord? I don't recognize the colors. Oh, jeez. Okay. Yeah, those guys are very messed up. They have a lot of issues. Super cool miniature. David Diamondstone. Diamondstone? Hey, wait, that's the same guy. There was somebody else over here. Am I crazy? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. He did the sisters over here, too, apparently. Sick. So he got silver or bronze rather in that category, and then he participated in another one, too. So the Horus Heresy category is generally less competitive, I believe, than the Age of Sigmar and especially 40k. So it's just less miniatures and, you know, just not as big a category. Cool mini, though. Woo! Dude, I have always been an absolute sucker for this mini. Insane. This is Fulgrim. No, this is the old Fulgrim. So they're releasing a new Fulgrim. This is the this is the Horus Heresy Fulgrim. Although I feel like the wings are different. Am I crazy? I thought the wings were bigger on this one. Yeah, super cool. Now, the new Fulgrim hasn't been released yet. Like, they announced it like a half year ago or whatever. I think they announced it on Christmas Day, actually. But, I don't think it's been released yet. At least I haven't seen it anywhere. Can I get a link to this? Yeah. Warhammer the Old World. Okay. So this is basically the old school stuff. Although they've been releasing new miniatures for it. Ooh, the veins. The veins all over these wings. I have no idea what's going on here, dude. Why does the dragon-looking thing have a beard? Oh, these are Chaos Dwarfs? I don't know anything about the storyline here. No clue. Yeah, the new Fulgrim is different. Yeah, they announced it like 3 months ago. Yeah. So this is a new one that they have released, but it's not for sale yet. As far as I am aware, anyways. This is the Gorimbor or whatever? I'm not sure. They released this a little while ago. As like a, it's like basically Murdered in the Mountain King, yeah. Yeah, these are cool miniatures, but you can kind of tell that there's not as many entries for Horus Heresy. Like, no disrespect. But the quality for some of these is just a little bit a little bit higher. Lord of the Rings. They haven't really released anything new for that in a long time, have they? I'm not sure. These are very small, by the way. Like, a lot of the Warhammer miniatures have been getting bigger over time. These are still tiny. Cool. These are pretty cool. Blood Bowl. I think the Blood Bowl one's pretty sick. I've always liked the way they look. This is like American football, I think. I'm not sure exactly what the game mode or like the... I don't know what the goal for any of this is, but... I think it's American football. Oh, wow. This guy brought a whole team. It's brutal American football set in the old world. Interesting why they decided to go with American football of all sports. Like, why make it so American limited, you know? Like, I don't know the rules of American football.
As always, TY, for your hard work and dedication. Because of my new work schedule, I can't watch your live stream. Have you played SC2 lately?
I've been casting a lot of SC2. For my competition, though, I've been playing Warcraft 3 instead. So I actually talked about this a little bit last stream. But I am competing in the streamer tournament. In 2.5, 3 weeks time. There's a Warcraft 3 newbie streamer tournament. And I will be playing in that. So it's going to be pretty difficult, I think. But I really want to try my best to get as good at that as possible. So it's going to be me, Tasteless, the Viper, T90, Red Panda, Churin, Lakari, and Tommy K. These are all strategy nerds. From like Age of Empires, but also from like, you know, Grand Strategy and the whole shebang. And Grubby basically is hosting the whole tournament. We're going to be doing some Grubby, like, coaching as well. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be fun. Should be an easy first place. I don't know about that, dude. I would like to make it out of the group stage. I would love to win. Don't get me wrong. I really am going to try my fucking best. But some of these guys are, you know, professional gamers. Like, they play competition professionally. And it's a different vibe entirely. So I don't really know exactly how far I'm going to be able to go. But I will try my best. I'm gonna serious. Like, I don't want to play just to be a loser. I want to, you know, I want to participate and really try. When was the last time you've been in a tournament? It's been a while. Those who can't play cast. Isn't that how it goes? Those who play, play. Those who can't play, cast. Now, I've been casting for a long time. Yeah. Here's the Wikipedia page. I'll be playing Night Elf. So I wasn't sure yet exactly what race I would get. So I had been practicing a couple of the different ones. Lucky for me, I got Night Elf, which is the one race that I've spent most time in so far. So we're gonna... Yeah, we're gonna try. Those who can't... those who can play, play. Those who can't play, cast. And those who can't cast, sit in Twitch chat. And backseat game. Yeah. Very nice. It is the hierarchy in the circle of life. You love to see it. I made it into the top 8. I want to make it a little bit further than top 8, though. I want to, you know... I want to win the whole fucking thing, dude. But it very much so depends on how good these other guys are. And the thing is, I have seen how good pro gamers can be if they dedicate themselves to it. Now, you only have about 3 weeks worth of practice at most. So it's not a whole lot of time, really. But I know the speed at which pro gamers can, you know, get good at games. I made it into the top 10 at the very least. This is a cool miniature, dude. Look at this. Very nice. No, so I don't think we're going to be playing any variety games over the next couple of weeks. I'm going to be doing painting, I'm going to be doing StarCraft casting, and I'm going to be doing Warcraft 3. That's the plan. So this is Necromunda. Different game. These are very cool. The Epic scale. Yeah, no, we are definitely practicing today. We are practicing. Today's practice is going to be Pandaren Brewman. That's going to be my main goal. We'll see how it goes. Epic skill. So these are absolutely massive. At least as far as miniatures go. That's perfect. I will be in Italy on Wednesday for a week. Yo, Nolo, nice. Is trouble brewing? We'll be in the same time zone, Nolan. Oh, wait, no, I'm getting it wrong. The Epic scale is not very large at all. I got flipped upside down by this last time around too. The Epic scale is actually not very large. It is made to look absolutely massive, but they are actually tiny, tiny, tiny. Yeah. That's what she said too. She said you had an Epic scale. So these are 6 millimeters compared to 40K's 28 or 32 mm these days. Damn. I've seen a few of these things in person. Not necessarily, you know, I'm not sure exactly which category, what like, but some of these are like the size of a fucking like needle. Like they're tiny, absolutely tiny. Look, I'm assuming this is a paper clip, so you can kind of. You'd lose your sight over that? Yeah, these are incredible. We need a banana for scale. We really do. Diorama. This is Andy Wardle. Ah. Andy Wardle is a bit of a legend. He's won a lot of stuff. I'm not great with all of the different names, but remember that giant Tyrannid Blood Angel diorama we had a look at once upon a time? This is the same guy, just like a decade later. Which one is my favorite so far? What's going on, Echo? My favorite so far, this one. No. This one. This one is fucking insane. Yeah, this one's perfect. Yeah, I did see that, Zash. Very cool. Oh, dude, I love little dioramas. Probably my favorite category. Like, the single unit category is obviously awesome. This is so cool, dude. Look at the little goblin guy. Getting all the squigs ready. Is that a real rock? No, it's probably sculpted. This is an angler squig, dude. What's going on here? He's got the face of an anglerfish, too. I love this guy. Super cute. Very cool. Then we have these guys. What's this, man? What is happening here? This guy's carrying a baby or something. What the fuck? These are gene stealers? Beautiful, dude. That flag over here is just... They steal genes? Is this like a Tyranid human hybrid? I see. No, I have too much to do as it is, NMR. Plenty of miniatures to paint. Duel. Yeah, I like it when they have a little bit of a funny vibe to it, too. Because Warhammer in general is quite serious, you know? What is the Duel against? What is this? What am I looking at? Is this a giant claw? Ah, I guess that's what it is. Yeah. So this is an orc claw sticking out of the base, but we don't actually see the orc. The orc is, you know, somewhere down below the smoky bits. Sick. Very cool. Huh. You just gotta picture the orc somewhere. Very cool concept, actually. Most of the time, you don't see that. My art teacher would be proud. Whew. Alexis Louillier. Very cool, very fun. Ooh. Ooh. What the fuck? This is like a death guard or something? Pulling the tentacles of a Tyranid monster? What in the world's happening here? But his head is already over there, though. Or is that his helm? Oh yeah, he still has a face. Dude, in order to like... So this is obviously not a kit that Games Workshop sells. This is like something that's bashed together and then, you know, probably custom sculpted in a lot of ways and then painted. Because they don't sell stuff where you have a Death Guard guy pulling the tentacles, right? Like, they don't have that. So much work. The Youngbloods. I don't know what the category really is. Like, I don't know what the age limitation for the Youngbloods is, but... Very fun that they have a painting competition for that, too. The open competition. Oh, dude. So I saw this one on Instagram, if I'm not mistaken. And I believe that this was entirely custom sculpted. So I'm not sure anymore. I thought there was some sort of drama about it getting like disqualified or something at some point in a previous competition. But apparently, I think that's this one. Yeah, this looks like a Warcraft orc. This looks a lot more Warcrafty than Warhammery. You're not wrong. Very cool. John Orcbutt? Are you kidding me? This guy's actual name is Orcbutt? No way. No, that's gotta be... No, 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 no. There's no way. You think that's real? Maybe he didn't want his name out onto the internet. Maybe. 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 Very cool. Maybe it's Max Specs? Maybe. Don't say that to Orcbot's face, Lowko. He gets real hurt about it. It's a phenomenal name. If it is real, I love everything about it. Super cool miniature too, by the way. There's a whole table. Oh, this guy? So this guy has made a diorama of the entire table of people playing Warhammer 40k. Except the model is the... There's like a little dice tray over here, some extra terrain pieces underneath. Very hard to figure out the scale here. It says Little Horus at the bottom. Little Horus is one of the Mournival in the Sons of Horus Legion, but I'm not sure why it's called Little Horus. It's a little confusing. Anyways, very cool. Yeah, so he's even got bases underneath the miniatures that are supposed to... I love that very much. And then the Slayer Sword, so that's the overall winner. Okay. It is indeed this one. I mean, to be fair, obviously, again, it's hard to say, right, without seeing them in person, but this looks incredible. The sheer detail here is amazing. Borja Calvo Bertrand de Lis. Does he have like an Instagram or something? He probably does. Very hard to find though if I Google it like this. I was hoping maybe there's like a like progress pictures or something along those lines. I can't find his Instagram. Most of these guys are on Instagram, but I did find a Behance page from an art director living in Madrid under the same name. Maybe that's the same guy? I don't know. Could be. Anyways. Very cool. Oh, but there's some more pictures. Look, there's some more pictures of the same mini. Yeah, incredible. The gold here too. The gold looks amazing. Online he mostly goes by Borja Calvo. Yeah, I can't find it. I'm looking, they should really be promoting the social media of these guys. Ah, here we go. I found it. So his social is Board Jammer Miniatures. They really should be promoting, like ultimately, right? Warhammer is something that works because of the community. Right? Like the only reason that something like this can exist in the first place is because it's a community. So like if this is the main communication point from the official war, they should really be helping these guys out. Because he's only got 7,500 Instagram followers, which obviously, like, it's all relative, right? It's all relative, but the more, like, generally speaking, a lot of these guys will make a living, if they can at the very least, off of, like, for example, commission work or anything along those lines. So it'd be really cool if they would help promote that sort of thing a little bit more. And they have nothing to lose, just including socials. Look at this. Aw. Yeah, I feel like Games Workshop never really never really does a particularly great job with that sort of thing. And I don't really know exactly if it's like... I've seen some people on the internet suggest that it's malicious. I don't think it really is. Pretty sure they just are not really aware, or they just don't really care. I'm not sure. It's always a little bit confusing. But unless you have an Instagram that is literally the exact same handle as your actual name, it's gonna be difficult to find. So there he is, the Giga Chad himself. I feel like with a lot of these things, yeah. Like maybe in like a decade from now, that's something they will include. But I feel like I've only been following Warhammer for a little bit over a year now. It feels like they could use a little bit of help with like absolute massive low-hanging fruit. There's really no reason why some of these things are so hard to figure out. I understand that it's like a very large company, and obviously there's a lot of executives and there's boardroom meetings and the whole shebang, right? Because it's a publicly traded thing. But there's so many low-hanging fruits where you're just not sure why they do things such a way. But like just including the social media of each of these guys, and we'll go a long way. Well, you can criticize them for many things, but ultimately they do create really nice plastic. I will say the plastic is really nice.